This is a Zero Mastery walkthrough for a Cross Swords puzzle. For this one, it's a little bit different. We have two specific requirements here, but one that we can kill a Mansion staff member with any method, any disguise. Then as a Mansion staff member, presumably this guy, we must throw a saber at this guy, who is a guard outside by the limo, and this guy who is a scientist working in the lab. Kind of a strange thing, but that's why it's called the puzzle. We've swapped the fiber wire out for a lethal syringe, because we're probably going to be using that on the first target to avoid having to deal with the problems of spotting a body. And we're going to get started. Once we begin in the main square, we're going to head over to the tower. Now, I've mentioned before in the past that blowing up a car to get those guys to leave can be a good way to get into the mansion, but we actually want to be in the tower this time, so for the moment, just go ahead and climb up here. What we're going to do is come out here, grab the brick that's here and throw it right here. That should attract the gardener. If it attracts the guard, don't knock him out, because he needs to be conscious for you to actually, kill him with a thrown sword. Because for some reason, 47 can't kill unconscious people with a sword. So we're waiting for the gardener to come on down. And wait for him to turn around so that his back is to you before you throw anything at him. Otherwise, the guard may hear it, because frontal throws make more noise. And we could probably just leave this guy here, but to avoid any risk of the delivery guy possibly spotting him, I'm going to drag him to this crate and store him. Now there's no chance of anyone finding the body, and more importantly, we can take the gardener disguise, meaning we've dropped our suit in a nice safe place. And we're no longer trespassing either, so we can run around here. And we're going to run through the garage here. But before we leave, we're going to subdue this guy. And there's actually a reason for this. So I'm going to take the Biolab keycard, and I'm going to dump him, like so. The reason why I'm doing this is because this guy goes in and out of the lab, and he can be very annoying, and he can potentially catch you when you're trying to kill the other guy. So I don't want to risk that. I'm not going to bother. So we're going to come up here, and you should see your first target over there, but there's also a camera. So shoot it, then make sure nobody's looking, come up behind him, stick him, and take his disguise immediately, and then get the hell out. Because they will find the body very quickly. But we don't need to worry about that because what we're going to do is we're going to circle around just until everybody calms down, and we're going to come in here. Now, carefully check where this lady is, the cleaning lady. And what you're going to want to do is kind of aim and shoot at those swords on the wall, and they should fall down off the wall.
Hey, I think we got a serious problem.
You can grab one.
What? What's going on?
And then run out here. If the guards are already here, throw the sword like past them or just wait. Remember, this is an illegal item, and we're certainly not going to be allowed to carry this as mansion staff. We would have to be a guard. So, first thing we need to do is go for the first target, Aldo Trentino. He's up here. Basically, you just need to make sure that he can't spot you, but you can lock onto him. Just throw the sword right at him. He will fall off the cliff. And the sword should still be in him. Might have to drag him to see it, though. Yeah, there it is. Now, if he falls completely over the side, remember, you have a second saber, so you can pick that up as well. Okay, now we can go back inside, watch for this guy. Again, drop the saber, and you won't have any problems because guards don't react to melee weapon drops. So just do that. In fact, what we're going to do is put the saber here for a moment, and we're going to turn on his generator. That's going to cause the mansion guard to come over here and check out the generator. That's fine. I'm going to wait for him to turn it back on, even though I don't think that really matters, because I don't think anyone else will investigate it.
You are now turned.
And hit him. Now, there's another bin over here, so we're going to hide him here. The only person not hidden is Trentino, and where he is on the cliff, no one should ever find him. So the next thing we need to do is get rid of those 2 biolab guards. So we've got a gun here from one of the guards. Just drop it, pick up a coin, throw the coin to attract one of their attentions, and just hide in here. He'll spot the gun and walk straight towards it. Knock him out. And just go ahead and drag him as well. So there's 1 guard left.
Yeah, sorry, no staff here.
Just
Goodbye.
throw a crowbar at his face. It will say unconscious witness, but it won't attract anybody because there's no one around to hear the noise, and he won't be able to spot you in time. So that's perfectly safe. So we're going to come back here and get our saber. And we're going to enter the lab either with the lab tech's keycard or with one of the keycards that those guards drop. There's plenty of them, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, we could throw the saber at Rossi from here, but there's a risk of his body being found, and I don't want to take that risk. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're just going to do this nice and slow. Okay, we're going to run past him, and we're going to climb down here. Now you can drop down the pipe if you know the pipe drop trick with aiming your gun, but I'm just going to show that you don't need to know it. You don't need to do this fast. You can climb straight down. So what we're going to do next is we're going to sneak up here with the saber. They shouldn't see you through the windows, but just in case. Now once again, get a lock onto Rossi, throw it at him, and then drag him to this thing and dump it. Now it's probably a good idea to take his disguise when we're leaving. We don't need the saber anymore, just leave that there. Additionally, if you'd like, you can just climb back up there and go back the way you came, or if you'd like, there's evidence in here if you want to destroy it. I'll just do that for the absolute safety of it, even though I know I wasn't recorded and I destroyed a camera already anyway. And what we're going to do is double back this way, come up the stairs, exit through here, head back to the tower ruins, and we'll get our suit back once we're there. So at this point, there's a bunch of guns lying around, but it shouldn't matter. Now, if you don't care about that, then you can just run straight for the plane if you don't care about getting your suit back, because there's no points lost or anything for not getting your suit back. So if you want, you can just go for the plane in the lab and leave faster. Take care of it.